And welcome back to another gameplay video, whatever this is. After Triple Line playing, I guess. Battle roster or BattleScribe. And there's fine. And today, we are making. By the way, I lost all my rosters because they're on my. I presume anyway, they're on my. I presume they're on my gaming hard drive from my old computer. It's had a slight issue with its operating system, as in Windows 10 killed it, and now I kind of am operating out of a new one that it's called Boss Everything, and it's like almost 3 times the cost. No, exactly 3 times the cost of my old computer. Just in $2020, $2021, not $2014. But anyway, that's not here nor there. I just unboxed the Wolf Tanks miniatures, and now now having skimmed through the rules, I understand them great well. It's actually not that bad of a game. It could be your first game, and you'll enjoy it. And you might enjoy it if it's your 100th game too. It's actually a really good game. It's cheap, $40 for a starter set that has 2 armies, more or less, 4 tanks. If you're going by, actually, let's look it up together. Oh, that's Discord. I forget how many people are in a Wolf Tanks team. So let me look it up. Size. Oh, whoops. So many things, all things of team in it. But anyway, so yeah, I'm assuming that they want you to play with 2 to, I want to say 6 tanks per team, which is like half of what Wolf Tanks actually is. So if you wanted to play Wolf Tanks at full, if you wanted to play Wolf Tanks, in full, if you wanted to play Wolf Tanks in full teams that you find in the game, it would be screen. Oh, there we go. One. So if you want to play Wolf Tanks with this amount of tanks, you could. I don't see a reason why you couldn't. It's a skirmish game, but it can easily be scaled up. And there's no reason not to. You just have more tanks. The game really wants you to play with its first party stuff. You don't need to at all. To move a tank is about a tank length. You start a tank here, then you jump at a tank 4, and place it anywhere along that, and you're good. That's all the arrow is. There's nothing fancy about the arrow. It's not like an airplane game. All the tokens, you don't need them. Just remember a tank is moved and you're good. Maybe put a dice next to it if you're really wanting to remember. The only thing you really need is the models and the cards, which could be set for any miniature war game. So that's cool. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I was like 15 per team. Because I am rather silly. 15 times 2, 30 players in Wolf Tanks. That's actually pretty incredible. This is biggest battlefield, jeez. I never quite realized that until now. So we'll start with red team. Let's start with green team because it's Wolf Tanks. Add a platoon. and this will be going off what I have right now, which what I have right now is everything on this list except for the Stug and the SU-100. I need to get them. Yeah, and then there's tanks coming out, but they're not out yet. I have them all pre-ordered pretty much. If I don't have them pre-ordered, I need to get them pre-ordered. There are various waves coming out, and we're at the very end of the waves that came in the box. There's one more wave to go after the 2 waves that you can pre-order right now. And once that's done, I don't know what they'll do. Hopefully they release some odd tanks. You know what? World Tanks is known for some premium tanks, premium in quotation marks. And yeah. But anyway, the tanks that are not on the tech tree. So far, they're probably releasing tanks that are on the tech tree. But what the fun thing about the miniatures game is the Tiger. You don't need to place it. You don't need to place a Pershing opposite of it, or the match needs to be the match needs to be only Pershings and Tigers, and other tier 6s, or 7s or whatever they are. You actually can have a more historical fight with Shermans fighting the Tiger that way. It's what happens. It's going to be different than the video game, because the game has. It's going to be different than the MMO. The MMO has the video game MMO has armor penetration, angling, all that. The miniatures game does not. The miniatures game is vastly more simplified than World of Tanks even is. So if you like a more complex game, the miniatures game is not for you. However, if you want someone to jump into a game and just understand the rules by looking at the back cover, which I should have honestly looked at in the unboxing video, I feel dumb for not looking at the back cover. For not reading the back cover, but it's really simple. Basically, you move up to two tank lengths. When you the farther you move, the more defense you get, but the harder it is to aim. And then you shoot a 3 and 4 on the normal dice will get you a 3 or 4 normal dice will get you a hit. A 6 will get you a crit. Anything below a 3, or actually a 4 and 5 on the normal dice will get you a hit. 6 is a crit. 3 and below are misses. You can reroll depending on abilities and such. Defense is the same. Defense, you block what you roll, and in order to defend is whether you have moved, your strength, and your tank, etc. So yeah. But now we understand exactly what we're doing. First off, my champion, the Lee. Next, and then. Well, I mean, a fun thing which I can do. Which link in the actually, why would I even need to link it in the description? I can just show you the freaking thing. Hold on. Do the Deviant Arts we go. As you can see, I'm playing with a mock battle. Silly me, I thought the crit was a cover, but it doesn't matter. Basically, this means the Cromwell got a crit against the Sherman. Sherman just moved. These guys are attacking. You got a hit on him. You got a hit on him. The Lee got a crit. The Lee got 2 hits. The Lee got 2 hits. The Panzer IV got a miss on the Lee. The Lee got a hit on the T-34 to Cromwell. Doesn't matter. And the Panzer IV, because it has 2 guns. Because the Lee has 2 guns in the miniatures game! Yeah, it doesn't have 2 guns in the video game. That's silly. Or at least on PC. But you might have it on console by now. Because console is getting all the good stuff. But anyway. Stuff that would probably anger the PC audience, but regardless. So yeah, that's basically how it plays out. And these are the tanks I have. As you can see, they kind of go into 3 brackets. You got the Not you got the not UK British. You got the non British or Americans. You got the Americans and the British. Or you split up the non-American British, or you split up the British, or you split up the Americans. I don't know what we're going to do. My grandpa's not too picky, so we might just split up these guys and not just take the 34 because I know I can do them with Thunder. Because I don't like the Panzer IV that much. I prefer the Panzer III, to be honest. But anyway, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. So M3 Lee, Sherman, and by the way, the tank expansions, which the two tank expansions I have is the M3 Lee and the Valatine. I kind of need to make this picture with Battletech, don't I? So I can actually understand what Battletech units I have. Although I don't think you can name them by looks. But I got the Valatine and these guys are the expansions. These guys are... You can get expansions if you want to expand your roster to make it 15 on 15. For crying out loud. Where you would actually need a 140k table. Wolf tanks miniatures only requires 3x3. Which is small. 3x3 foot, I should explain. 3x3 foot, which is actually pretty small. It's about the size of two of the boxes if they're connected at the corner. Two of the boxes that the miniatures came in, and actually it's bigger. It's bigger than this table that you see here. This is my unboxing area. It's bigger than what this photo shows. So this is more like a close quarter combat battle or whatever. So yeah. However, like I said, there's nothing stopping from playing on a bigger table if you wanted to, except for the miniatures game is not really meant for that with the units in the box. Anyway, so I'll take the T-34, not American, T-34 Russian. Oh. One? Okay, then my grandpa completely British. That's fine. Or we can just swim up. Completely split. We can go completely split. So that would actually be the roster for this one. Okay, this is a possible green team. And then we can customize our tanks, but we're gonna do green team A, green team B. A is going to have we're gonna do something crazy. We gotta do green team 1A. The one variable is the different team, and then the B variable is, and then A or B is whether or not you have the frickin' good stuff, the good stuff. B is whether or not you have all the customization nonsense, which my B is getting tons of. Well, and I'll set up my grandpa with one that's crazy too. Okay, so that's that team save. Sorry, but rosters. Yeah, I don't know where the roster folder was on my old computer. New roster. You're at team 1A. Platoon. This is for your sub-factions. Well, Tank says no sub-factions right now. Although technically it does. It has nations, but it's Wolf Tanks. Who cares? Most of the time. However, it does have tiers. So I might add tiers of the sub-factions later when they add more tanks. But because of how slow they're rolling out the different tiers, it doesn't matter. They're all on tier 6 now. Alright, who should be the leading tank on this team? You show me your stats. Show me your stats. I know you. The previous set one. There we go. For firepower, one survivability, 3 ability, initiative. Initiative is funny in World of Tanks miniatures game. Basically, lowest initiative goes first in movement. Then the highest initiative goes first in combat. I'm not quite sure why the Cromwell has such high initiative. That means it has a bigger gun. I would think, at least from what I think, it's a tier 6. Okay. Almost tier 6. What's this Sherman then? Initiative tier 6. That makes sense. Ability 2. Oh, it's tier 4. Maybe it has a high initiative because it's higher tier. Lower tiers go first. That's fair. Yeah. It only has one survivability. I'm shocked. 4 hit points. How much does a Cromwell have? I expect it has less. It's 5 hit points, really. Okay, so the Valentine's is the worst Cromwell in this game. Ah, okay, within close range of this time. Okay, so like light tanks can spot. Gotcha. I doubt the Chrome is going to be classified as a light tank. And nope, it's medium tank. Can we roll any black attack dice? You know, let's make the Valentine a sniping machine because that's what it kind of plays like. So Valentine, Cromwell, Panzerfear is what I'm going to call it now because the German pronunciation of fours not how Americans would say it in American language. It's fear. It sounds like fear. It's a mix between fear and four. Is what it sounds like in German. I don't think my mouth can make such such noise. My mouth cannot pronounce it like that. Is what I should say. Yeah, we're at Team 1A. Now let's make we're at Team 1B because we're here. Alright, Team 1B. Oh, I went up top of melee. Why did I go up top of melee? No. What? I'm gonna hit Cromwell. I'm gonna hit Cromwell. Okay, yeah, I forgot how saving this thing works. It's weird. You have to save a new one every single time you want to save with a unique name. It doesn't make much sense to me, but oh well. Okay, so Valentine's gonna be our super tank. Maybe 3.1. I'll preview this. It's not gonna tell me the stats. 2-pound improved gun. Improved radio, improved suspension, improved turret. It's not gonna have any APC or no premium in this match. You can take as much as you want. You don't have limited ammo in any regard except for that, I guess. And the consumables. Revolution net. Optics. Oh, can you not preview it when you're looking at it? I saw you do it earlier. Yeah, basically what everyone kind of wants in all things half the time. All the equipment. Where is it? Okay, that's being weird. Never mind. That's being weird. And it's only up to 160 points. Make sure we're saving. Yes, make sure we're saving. Under B. Now we open. Lee's turn. Yeah, I can only take one of that. Yeah, I can only take one of that. I'm taking an extra gun, thank you very much. Oh, Zoobal's gonna be Zoobal. We're not playing that game. And I'm taking a penalty. Oh, do anyone play the game about its own rules? We won't be using... well, we're going to go back and forth between using the stuff that came in the box. Actually, my grandpa can use the stuff that came in the box, just to make it easier. I can use my own dice. How about that? My own way. Okay, you can only use 3. Yeah, it will make it... The game will be more interesting if you can only use 3 instead of making a super tank. It will make it more interesting, I agree. But then again, I can't. Oh, there we go. Stationary, Muffalo net. Now the thing is, okay, you know what? We can do opposites. The Lee rushes, and basically just, you know, gun fu everyone. Run around just sniping people with pistols, doing clutch reloads, all that nonsense. So it needs a lot of things to movement. Initiative. Initiative during early phase. It's gun name drive. Initiative base. Tons of initiative. That's 3. And also gun fu's better. Because that's how I play the M3 lane in War Thunder. Is gun fu tank. Because it has 2 guns. Just own things. Why is this? Maybe I just gotta set it there. Maybe I'm being too hasty. Yeah, okay, that goes fine. Save. Oops, I don't want to save more anything. Open. Yeah. You roll 1 attack die. Yeah, basically sniping tank. Sniping tank, Russian tank. Sniping tank, Russian tank. So this is 1 for 2 points, 1 for 2 points. Yeah, because I have a Lee. It's well, I have a Lee and he has two expensive tanks. I only have one expensive tank, which is the T-34. All right, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Can we? Well, we can print. So I'll print these out. But yeah, so that's my first video. Let's watch. I think we actually made a short video for once. Oh no. What do we do now? We make more videos. What do we do? I'll be right back. Oh no, I read my timer wrong. As you probably could tell by the fact that you watched the entire thing or skipped through it, as my audience is known to do, which is fine. Still appreciate you watching it all the way through to the end to get this bit, even if you did skip through it. It's better than stopping or launching at like 3 minutes and not watching the entirety of the video. But anyway, so yeah, it's counting down, not up. So it is not a 4-minute video. This is more like a 30-minute long video because that's what I have my timer at for. So yeah, that'll be our first video. Thanks for watching. Bit of a 2 and 2, less building and explaining the miniatures game. Except more of that as I understand the rules of more miniatures games. And yeah, alright, but I actually really, well, again, is the Wall of Tanks miniatures game worth it? Yes! Yes, it is worth it in all the ways. If you just want to play vehicle versus vehicle, it's fantastic. It's actually better than Flames of War. Flames of War and War Theme to Yankee for that. And that's hard to beat. It's cheaper. I bet there's less selection of vehicles, even at, Flames of War has tons of vehicles to select. But Wolf Tanks should get there eventually. I assume it's gonna have most of the tech tree of the nations that are currently out done eventually, at least from tier 4s onwards. Probably not the tier 10, but I hope so. I hope it has all the tech tree for the mainline factions and the best trees from the other factions from the PC game, as well as the best premium tanks. Will they ever be able to get all the tanks that are in Wall of Tanks into miniatures form? I hope so. I want that. I would buy them all. Yes, I'm more willing to invest in the miniatures game than the actual game, or than the video game, because I actually have the real physical models of them, and they're so much cheaper. It's really cheaper to get a plastic model than it is to buy DLC nowadays. If you wanted to get a on-peer to the Sherman is like $15 US, around there, to get the expansion pack for the miniatures game. Whereas in the video game, a tier 5. Actually, let's look up at what tier 5 DLC is. War of Tanks. Fair tanks. Win. Well, I think it's so weird. Like, you can't just go straight to the. And there's the thing. There's the thing. I'm switching to the thing. Hey, where's being for premium shop? Where are your tier 5s? Show me your tier 5s. Show me your tier. Yeah. I sincerely hope tier 8s are not $50 in the miniatures game. That would make tier 10s more like 60 or 70. Actually, they're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same price. Yeah, they are the same price. In fact, the miniatures game is actually more expensive, according to the Black Matilda price. Because my Lee, which is a tier, is it a tier? What's my Lee? Element game. That'll be. Use selection. That'll be what decent. What tier? Tier 4. Okay, tier 4. Yeah, my Lee was $12. Oh, that's tier 6. Yeah, the miniatures game is actually more expensive. Okay, that's crazy. you get the same fun out of it, but anyway. It's time? Yeah, I have down 30 minutes. Alright, so that'll be our first video. Thanks for watching. Do I recommend miniature, Wolf of Tanks Miniatures game? Yes, absolutely. Same way as the unboxing video. 100% I recommend it. It is outstanding. It's probably the best value in miniature gaming. I gotta say. You get easy to learn rules that are not proprietary. If you know how to not make them proprietary. It's not. I mean, I actually do plan on getting the USA dice for the miniatures game because they look cool. They're nice. I like the proprietary dice. It's just you don't need them. And it should say that in the book. You should say you play with D6, and by the way, this is how you convert it into a standard D6 in case you want to do that. Technically, though, any miniatures game, by the way, like X-Wing or whatever, or like Legion or whatever, I believe you use a D6. You can convert it if you really want to. But Wolf Tanks is so easy. It's 4 and above. It's good. And like, there's nothing more to it. The things that you can't really convert is forest, but then again, you can just make your own forest or buy your own forest sets that you would find from 140K. It's so good of a game. So good of a value. It's incredible. I love it. And plus you get the Wolf Tanks experience without the massive paywalls. Okay, I should say you get the massive paywall, but you don't get the massive grind, which is nice. I really like that. I really like that. Actually, it's the reason why I went back and played Wolf Tanks is the miniatures game. Once they started releasing the new ways, I was like, maybe I should get back into the video game and play the miniatures game at the same time. Be one of the few people doing both. Because I know the vast majority of channels doing Wolf Tanks, the Wolf Tanks video game, aren't playing the miniatures game. And the people who are playing miniatures game, I want to say, well, the people who are is me. Yeah, me and like 3 other channels on the entirety of the internet. I think. Like, you thought Team Yankee was small. You know, Star Trek Armada, or not Star Trek Armada, Star Trek Battle Wing or whatever, Attack Wing and Wolf Tanks are incredibly small. You gotta really dig on YouTube and find them. Put in the right keywords, you're not gonna find those videos because they're so small. YouTube has a bad problem with not showing people under a certain size. My channel shows up because I have so many videos with so many views and so many subscribers. Mostly videos and views. Yeah, but if you go by strictly keywords, it's really hard for a channel to start out. And the people doing the really good stuff, also the really niche stuff, are the ones that are really small. Like, for example, mini wargaming. As much as I love them, they really only stick to Game Workshop products because that's what actually gets views, so they can support their business and their headquarters, support their staff, support their collective work hobby, and what have you, their families and what have you. Is the only way is through playing Games Workshop games. And maybe if you give them a little money, and you know what I mean, sponsorships, they'll play something else for as long as you give them, you know, the little sponsorship. As long as you do that, that's okay. However, if you want to actually find quality channels for every other game I've shown on this channel, so on my own channel so far, I'm more or less one of the bigger channels doing it. And I'm the channel they're most likely to find now, which is sad. I do feel bad about that, sniping everyone, but anyway. So yeah, I mean, shout out to oh jeez. Shout out to Victorium Gaming. jeez. I'm so bad with channel names. I'll just link the best ones in the description. How about that? But anyway. Alright. That'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this video, means not me. Well, it means not me if you were to check out the rest of the stuff in the description below, such as there's Facebook channel to support me doing stuff like this. And I haven't said this too much on the channel so far, but I am getting on SSI, hopefully. We just applied, and now, I'm just waiting to get through the mental bureaucracy that is the United States sometimes. The United States is not too bad bureaucracy-wise, but it's still 3 or 4 months to get to know that you got on SSI or you need to appeal. Fortunately, we do have a lawyer, which, like, that's not that hard. You just go find a lawyer and say, do you want to work my case? Oh, you do? Then my case probably is good, and, you know, you get paid when I get paid, kind of thing. You get paid through the payout that I get paid. It's not that bad. But yeah. However, if I don't get on SSI, it's going to be a long, slow, painful death as I don't have insurance. And there's no way we could pay for that. So, yeah. Hopefully that won't happen, but yeah, we'll have to have a talk. We'll have to have a talk at the beginning of September when the time comes, or maybe for the channel's anniversary. Who knows? But yeah, just wanted to say that. So I might want to put like a message at the end of the title. But yeah. So yeah, again, support the channel in the description below. Don't worry, I won't be saying the whole SSI bit very often. I'll probably say it occasionally, but I just want to say it this time because of the news of just having the appointment and talking to the SSI lady. But anyway. Alright, that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. It's this way for your channels by watching these videos and getting all the content that we post, like Deviant Art. And yeah, share friends so they will listen to you. Alright, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.